Nope.
I pushed a button.
Green in 1 second.
Ah! I pushed any button, and I was confronted with a monster. Because all I could see was my own face.
Confronted with the monster.
Oh, super important information. New game starting. We got the intro cinematic, which means it's time for me to eat a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. Yes, indeed. Which is the city from the second or first game. Well, these guys are clerics or something. And that shell on their back is to prevent them from being possessed by darkness, is what the cleric garb says. And the implication I get is there are some dudes you can fight who have this like creepy like ooze coming out of them. Right, and it goes through their chest cavity, right? So the impression I get is that shell is chained on their back to keep them from being infested with this weird ooze. And it tolls for thee. Here are bosses you will fail to kill.
Over and over and over again.
So many times. That looks like something I want to stab, right?
Of course.
Looks fightable.
Somehow.
It's just eggs, man. Broken eggs. Fun fact, that's the boss I'm stopped on. There's a lot of them. Fun fact, I will be stabbing this guy in the ankle just a whole bunch. It's very true. So that looks easy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Time to add some difficulty to this challenge. Why not? Why don't you fight a giant on fire?
Apparently my nephew is real infamous watching. He's picking up words, so he says, keep it clean for a little while.
Oh my gosh.
Just a little while.
Good garb!
Hi, Shorty97. Welcome.
For the shorties!
You're so white.
Do you not know what that's from? Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
Oh, I gotcha.
Wow.
It's like
It's a rap by a white guy. And I like how you're like, you're so white. Like you're ethnic. Right, so you're destined undead once again, and you are, it's like 3 millennia after the first game. So the world is in another one of its limited resource rotation cycles. So what do people want to see me play? Class-wise, there's a whole bunch of different things, but I'm going to be... Stabro Cadabro.
He's a little bro.
He is.
So Shorty97 only has been watching in the mornings with Patrick. So welcome to the nighttime stream. Things get weird.
When you say that, it sounds like I get naked halfway through the stream.
I can guarantee you, folks, he does not.
I don't know, you're the one doing it. Don't worry, it's not like this game requires any sort of exactness. So I've got Knight, Mercenary, Warrior, Herald, Thief, Assassin, Sorcerer, Pyromancer, Cleric, and Naked Dude with a Club.
What's the benefit of that?
You can see the level.
Yeah.
Each of these has different stats and different starting soul levels. So you would think like a higher starting soul level is better, and it really isn't, because it just means they've pre-spent a lot of your points.
Uh,
So a lot of those levels aren't really points on stats; they're gear. So the knight starts at soul level 9, but has a full suit of plate mail, which is great to start off with. But if you wait a little bit, you can find your own, slightly better suit. Now,
deprived, you can basically make your
yeah,
own
the
stats.
deprived starts at level 1, but he has no armor, like a crappy weapon and the worst buckler. And the description is naked and of unknown origin, either an unfathomable fool in life or was stripped of possessions upon burial. So he has no spells, nothing, just a club. See, the cleric starts with a heal and a force spell, which is pretty terrible unless you're doing PvP. Pyromancer starts being able to throw fireballs and has an axe. They're pretty solid all around. I haven't played a sorcerer, but I think they have soul arrows and they get magic sword attacks, which is pretty cool. Assassin's pretty similar, but they're high dex, high skill weapon classes, and they have the spell that lets you be quieter and fall farther without taking damage, neither of which sound like they'd apply in this game, but being able to sneak up behind people and then murder them is pretty great. Thief has no such magic, but is pretty lightly armored, and that knife does bonus damage on a backstab. Herald starts with a spear and a slow heal over time. Like a medium armor ability. He's kind of like in that paladin range, right? Where he's got some armor, but not a bunch. He's got some faith, but, not really a specialist in anything. And that spear's pretty great for certain circumstances and terrible for others. Warrior is all strength, ready to rock your face with his giant Norseman axe. Mercenary is the dex fighter, so that scimitar I hear is pretty great. The shield is probably pretty solid too. And the knight is mostly all about that armor. So, depending on your vitality score, his is a 15. I'm trying to point at it with the sword. So that's a 15. Your armor, that determines how much gear you can have equipped. And as you get to, say, if you have less than 50% gear, you're faster. If you have over 75%, you even dodge slow. So it's not recommended. And that's why he starts off with a high vitality score to help offset the fact that he's wearing a bunch of armor. Whereas, see, he has like a 10, so he can barely wear the armor he's already wearing. And he has an 11, so he's going to be slow but strong. So anybody in chat have any preferences?
I know what mine are.
What's yours, Jarman?
I say deprived all the way.
That's pretty messed up.
We'll have some versatility. It'll be fine.
There's no versatility. It's the opposite of versatile. You hit things with a club.
But then you get more stuff down the line.
It is true. We can make our decisions as we go. Anyone in chat have any other preferences?
Peter says naked or night.
Okay, we're doing deprived.
Yeah.
I'm not letting you guys decide what my starting item is. Because a lot of them are one-use items, other than the fire gem and the life ring.
Shorty chimed in too late with Thief.
Too late? So I'm some terrible guy. I'm going to look like this, I think. I'm just going to look like the starting character.
So silly.
Let's do this Stabro-Cadabro.
So you don't put any other stats at the beginning?
No, they're predetermined. And he's level 1. But the advantage of him being level 1 is none of his stats are below 10. So a lot of the gear you can wear has base stat requirements, and a lot of it is 10 for the starting gear. Later it goes up to, like, for strength items, it goes up to like 35 strength to wear something.
So can he go any direction, like become a magic user? Or...
Yeah, it's just not during this stream. Because I'll have to find a sorcerer to teach me and then do a whole thing. And I have to get past the first boss naked with a club, so that might not happen. So I was buried and I'm crawling out of the ash.
doesn't make sense why the game would be lagging. It's not going off my computer, so.
I don't know. It's not my PS4. This is gonna be awesome. Oh man.
Is the gameplay lagging too?
No, it's totally fine.
Are you lying?
Yes. So these are descriptions of what you do, right? Which is why I'm not reading them. This is a guy. He's totally friendly. I'm trying to figure out where I am and what's going on. I don't know, man. Worked fine last week.
You kill that guy, then I'm gonna try something.
I'm trying. The fact that I can't kill the starting guys is kind of,
Alright, so don't move for a second.
it's amazing.
Just in case it slows down even more.